Two major Canadian railways are bracing for a bumpy ride later this week. A possible strike at one company and a lockout at another would disrupt supply chains relied upon by many industries and passengers. CTV's Annie Bergeron-Oliver is on the story. Annie, the financial impact is already being felt.
Heather, international companies are noticing what is looming and are already starting to change how they ship to Canada.
On an average day, more than $1 billion worth of goods are carried on Canada's railways. But with the likelihood of a strike growing, more shipments are being cut back, bringing pain to businesses.
This is a serious and urgent concern for us. There's nothing more important than an economy that's potentially about to shut down.
Shipments requiring refrigeration, including meats and some medicines, have already been halted by CN and CP Rail, as have shipments of hazardous materials. And today, the world's largest overseas cargo carrier, Maersk, is no longer accepting large shipments destined for Canadian railways.
There's no really any plan B available for businesses. It's not like suddenly they can call up a trucking company and ask for their goods to be picked up.
The Port Council of Canada estimates job action could cost its industry up to $3 million a day. Already, many producers have had to change their feed recipes, with less grain moving than before.
We have a really small margin, so a little change in the margin, projected margin in a year, can make a difference between a red at the end of the year and a black.
To avert a strike, many industry associations are calling for the federal labor minister to either introduce back to work legislation or to force the parties into binding arbitration.
We oppose those vehemently. The government should not be tipping the scales in favor of the big bosses again by signaling any sort of intervention.
Today, the federal labor minister called on all parties to do the work necessary at the bargaining table, Heather, to avoid a work stoppage.
Annie, thank you.